like, I feel like it's the most natural looking light because it looks crazy. I feel like that's the more natural looking light. It's super dark in here. I keep it dark. Look. What if I did it? What if I recorded like this? Hey, everybody, it's me, Erica. Or absolutely not. Now I got to put it on the right thing again. I think it was this one. Yeah. So what's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. We are down here, girl. They tell me to film with the other side of the camera, but I can't see myself, child. I need to be able to see what's going on. I need to be able to see the screen because this motherfucker will stop counting down. I need to be able. They said to film with the other camera, the camera that goes on the front facing camera, not the face front camera. I don't know, but we about to roll some weed up. What's going on? What is happening? This damn tray is a mess, girl. I got lip gloss on it. Don't forget your lip gloss, honey. I got my two little holders. I got some incense. We about to light some incense too. This was in. It's a whole thing. It's a whole ritual. You understand what I'm saying? It's a whole little thing. So what's going on? I saw Cheyenne. What's her name? Bryant. What's her name? Is her name Cheyenne? The one that interviewed Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. Sh- Sh- I think it's Cheyenne Bryant or Chanel. I think it's Cheyenne. I feel like it's Cheyenne. I feel like it's Cheyenne. And she was on the Breakfast Club. And I there are some things about her critique that I can jump on board with, but her promotion of a nuclear family is so outdated. I would challenge her to update her operating system as it relates to promoting nuclear families. Because I'm going to read the comment that I left. I want you to hear some of what she said. She did say she wants to meet with Jasmine so she can have the tools if she's going to stay in a relationship like this instead of wearing a mask for everybody out here, because that's what she's doing. um that she would like to meet with her and talk to her about how you going to choose to show up in this relationship. um See what she says. I doubt she wants to meet. She's not going to listen if she doesn't want to leave. So it'll just be falling on on deaf ears. You understand what I'm saying? So but I want y'all to hear what she said. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know that you stopped by. It's kind of nippy, honey. I'm gonna have to close the window. My grandfather used to say, close the window. Let's see. So I did watch Eat, Slay, Love. And let me tell you something. The first time I watched it, I was in and out of the first episode. Like I saw the beginning. I did not see the scene when they went to TNA's house. Girl, that London, I was like, ugh, are you okay? And it was so weird for her to behave like that. Like it was weird for her to take a position as like she was better than, or she didn't have the experience of, but then get at this dinner party and act like a full ghetto ass hood rat who had no fucking home training whatsoever. Like you wanted to position yourself like you were this girl who came from high society. This what you British? Was she? Oh, Jamaican, raised in um the UK, and that there are no ghettos, and we don't have the same experience, but like really making really offensive microaggressions to Tammy and Eva. And at the same time, she was like, I don't want to disrespect the Vietnamese women by trying to, I feel like it's appropriating culture, and I don't want to disrespect them by wearing, because they went to go try on or went to go get measured for these outfits, and she felt like it was appropriation. But it was so funny how, like, you didn't want to offend the Vietnamese people, but you were steadfast in offending the Americans. Like, girl, are you okay? And then, like, telling Tammy at one point that she would sound ignorant if she said that um Sade was Nigerian and British. And if, well, coming from where I'm from, that would sound a little bit ignorant. Girl, you sound ignorant. I was like, so, at first, I was just like, okay, y'all, everybody who is BLACK does not have the same experience. Very true. But you are a grown woman on a girls trip saying out of your mouth at your big ass age that you got all of your ideas of Black America from Boys in the Hood, and then, or from television shows, television shows. But then when Tammy said that she was from Baltimore, where The Wire was filmed, she was like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. Bitch, what? Excuse me? And then you claim to be like, my mother, she had a hotel, and it was like, oh, had to be, everything had to be just right. And but at the same time, you get to TNA's party and you like overreact about not being proposed to. Like, really, like, get up, walk out, and you were just like so ignorant and so rude. And just, it was just like, girl, what? And then she told Eva, you have body dysmorphia. Eva was like, whoa. And then later she admitted she has body dysmorphia. And then Eva goes, oh, so that's why you said I had body dysmorphia. Well, you do. Girl, what? When I tell you, she was so fucking rude, so rude. And then when they started getting back on her, all of a sudden she wants to cry and go home. But she don't want to, you, and I thought it was so rich that she said she didn't want to offend the Vietnamese people, but she stayed offending the Americans. She said that, oh, you guys don't pour tea right. And I was like, girl, are you think, I was just like, girl, it was not good. It was not good. And I didn't, and something told me last night to go and watch Eat Slay Love again, because I was like, okay, she left, but then I was like, what? Like, I didn't realize, I didn't see that. I missed the entire scene. I don't know what I was doing, but I missed the entire scene with them going to Eva's friend's house. And she's a celebrity in her own right in where she's from. And they were sitting at the table. Overall, the series was good to me. I thought it was good. I thought it was really cute. Overall, I thought it was good. A girls trip. I think we should have more shows like that, even if it's like a 7 episode season or something like that. Girls trips are always fun, but at the same time, you're gonna have some conflict. Differing personalities is gonna have create some conflict. And it was London Hughes, and she's a comedian from Britain. I'm not familiar with her. She apparently is what has a comedy special on Netflix produced by Kevin Hart, so he knows how to pick them. We already know, right? And then there was Eva Marcille and Tammy Rivera and Nivea. And they went to Vietnam, and it was beautiful. I was online looking up trips to Vietnam. I want to go to Vietnam now. I want to go to Vietnam, if not just for a banh mi. Shout out to what's his name? What's his name? Jessel's husband, who went to Vietnam just for a banh mi and came back. He went overnight. They were like, "What are you doing out there? What's going on out there in Vietnam?" Tammy was a little ignorant. She was a little ignorant, saying things like she could not say Vietnamese. It was funny. She couldn't say Vietnamese. She was saying things that were a little bit ignorant. But at the same time, I don't think that I think that girl was just, she was really being rude, and then saying, I don't talk to people like that. And it's like, you don't realize all the things that you were saying that were like really mean and like not. And then that's what Tammy's problem was. It was like, she wasn't, Tammy said, you said some things. She was like, well, If you said that about Sade being British and Nigerian, if you said that, people would think you was ignorant. And she said, well, some of the things that you've said, some of my friends would have slapped your ass in the mouth. That's what Tammy told her. Tammy told her that. And then they got into an argument. Overall, it was good. After the girl left, I felt like they could relax. But then at the end, Tammy was like, I do wish that she was here. But the girl was so ignorant. She was so ignorant. And it was sad because it was like the idea, she's a black British woman, and she's talking to these people. She even says, my accent, yes, I can even get police. That's what she said. I was like, you had a lot of microaggressions. She was like, my voice can get anything. The police will come if I call them. Like trying to, it was weird. It was very weird how she was doing that, but then at the same time acting, as soon as Tammy started in on her, she was like, don't talk to me like that. And it was literally like Tammy said, she wanted me to be that, whatever she thought, whatever she saw in Boys in the Hood or whatever she saw on TV, she wanted me to be that woman. And it's weird because that woman moved to America, and she said it, if I wasn't in the entertainment industry, I would have never moved to America. Tammy was like, okay, all right, bitch, I got you. Okay, I got you. Let me go to my notes because Eat, Slay, Love, I guess that's what we're talking about before we talk about the other stuff. Okay, so let me see the notes that I have. Um, Nivea's reaction to the Buddha was amazing. I imagine that would be my reaction to this massive symbol of peace and love, and Nivea was just so moved by it. She just started crying. They didn't understand, because everybody has their own spiritual journey. So Nivea said that she practiced some Buddhist kind of tenets and stuff like that, but she's really interested, and that's one of the reasons why she wanted to come to Vietnam, and the food too, of course. And then she was like, just moved. She was moved. She just tears, and she dropped down to her knees. She was so moved by it. It was 24 karat gold Buddha. It was beautiful. And then they walked throughout this place where there was different Buddhas showing different Buddhas. It was a lot of gold Buddhas, but like Vietnam has one of the like highest, tallest Buddhists or Buddha erected. I think I looked it up. I think it looks like a Kuan Yin to me. But it's a woman Buddha. Like, but I feel like it's Kuan Yin. That's what it looks like, Kuan Yin. So y'all know Kuan Yin. Y'all know Kuan Yin. I used to have a Kuan Yin statue. Well, like I still lived at my I still live with my grandmother at the time. Like in my house that I grew up in. Like I had a Kuan Yin. It was like I had a Kuan Yin Buddha. I've always been like interested, like it, that's just my path. I've studied a lot of religions. I've just studied a lot of religions, and Buddhism is a religion that resonated with me like early in my spiritual journey. um it didn't have all, like, studying, like, now there are some things that don't really align with me, but a lot of the practices I still hold and still take with me. It's like some of the tools that I have for my journey as well. So I understood it, and that's like one of the main reasons why I want to go to Asia, period, like different countries in Asia, just because the culture has always been something that resonated with me. I mean, I have like a geisha, I have a cherry blossom tree, I have a bonsai tree, I have a person sitting under a tree meditating, I have a bamboo, a koi. So it's very influential for me, the Asian culture. I mean, my apartment, I had all black and red, and like this curio cabinet that was it was made but it was very much Japanese style, black with red accents. I remember I had a table, it was like an oval table with these black chairs with red cushions on them. I got it from a like a secondhand shop. And I remember I had a candle on the table, and I left the candle burning. And I remember I went to my dad's house. He had picked me up, and I was like, oh my God, I left the candle burning, and he would not go back to my house. The candle ended up like burning the table. It ruined the table. and there was like smoke going up. My dad, he felt so bad for it. He took the table, he took it to one of his friends, where he worked, and in the wood area, and they fixed the table, and it was like perfect. They fixed the table, perfect, perfect, perfect. The black and everything they fixed. It had burned the table. It was like smoke going up the wall. That candle had burned. Okay, and my dad, he felt bad because I was like, I left the candle burning, and he would not go back. And I was living in Koreatown, and he lived in Santa Clarita. So he was like, I am not going back. And I was like, what if my apartment burns down? What if my apartment burns down? And the candle just went out, but it like cracked, and then it like burned the table. Like it burned the table. And then you could see like it had smoke. The smoke had gone up. Like, I'm glad the table didn't like catch on fire, because that would have been we would have been telling a different story down here. Okay. Um, I was talking about, when I missed TNA's dinner party, and I was listening to them talk about, well, you have ghettos too. And she was like, no, we don't have ghettos, but you do have lower income areas that would be considered a ghetto, low income areas in the UK. And she was saying that we don't have ghettos. That might not be what you call them, but to say that. And then she was like, you grew up different. And it's crazy because if you grew up different, I felt like your behavior at the dinner party would have been the time that would have come out. But she was like completely, like, she couldn't read the room. She was making jokes that were like, okay, the joke is over. And like she overreacted when she was like, I want a husband. I want to get married and this and that. I've never been proposed to. And then she looks at Tammy, this hood rat ghetto chick who you think is so ghetto and all of a sudden so ignorant. She was like, oh yeah, I've been proposed to 5 times. And Eva goes, oh yeah, I've been proposed to about 7 times. And then Nivea said, oh, I've been proposed to like 4 or 5 times. And she was like, oh my God, I've never been proposed to. And then she was like overreacting. And the lady, TNA, she was looking at her like, girl, what is wrong with you? And Eva was embarrassed. Before Eva, they got up there, Eva was like, listen, this is like, do not play, do not act a fool, do not do nothing. And homegirl acted a fool. It was so weird. And I was like, okay, I understand when we talk to British people and how they feel about Americans, and you're saying that all of what you know about Black Americans are what you learn from movies and television. And Tammy and Eva were offended by that, because the only thing that you are referencing from television is The Wire, Boys in the Hood. Like, she literally said to Tammy, I feel sorry for you. Tammy was like, no, but yeah, I was raised in Baltimore, but I'm a business owner. I have a business. I have a beauty line, a skincare line. I'm successful. Yes. And I come from Baltimore too. And she was like, I had a rough upbringing, but that makes me who I am today. And the girl was rude. I'm sorry. There was no way around. It was just rude. And I was catching all her microaggressions. I was like, let me go back and watch episode 1 again, because I felt like I was missing something. And when I saw that dinner and how she behaved, I was mortified. I was like, girl, you calling everybody else ghetto, but bitch, the way you acting at this dinner table, girl, I would never. The dear Tammy, she was like, I would never. The things that you were saying, the way that you were acting, I feel like you're too old. You're too old and too far in the game and you've lived in America since 2020. So you are too far in the game to believe that what you saw on TV is what you're experiencing now, especially if you running in circles with Kevin Hart. There's no reason for you to still hold on to those things. Do you still hold on to those things, like things that you saw on television? You still think like the group of people in America are like that? And you still hold on to those even after you've lived in America for 4 years? She was rude as hell. Um Americans poor T wrong. She was saying a lot of rude shit, just rude. And it was like, I understand the humor. Like, people from, especially England, I feel like they have like a different, their sense of humor is very dark, very vulgar at times. And it's just sometimes dark and vulgar, and it could be dark and vulgar. I don't have a problem with that. I have a dark sense of humor too. But she was like saying things like, um Americans poor T wrong, thinking that all Americans are like what she's seen in television, even though she's lived here for 4 years or 5 years and has a Netflix special and has been running in different circles. She even has a book out. And I was like, it was just so. And then she was saying stuff like being self deprecating. I don't like that. I do not like that. Talking down on yourself. And it's like almost talking down on Heather Gay does that from Salt Lake City. A lot of white women do that. That self-deprecating humor. Amy Schumer does that shit. It's like, talk bad about myself to make everybody else laugh. And that's I don't like that kind of comedy. Not I don't like it. Um they got tattoos. I thought that was cute because they kept seeing insects of transformation. They saw a dragonfly, and then Eva saw a butterfly. So she got her butterfly tattoo was really cute because she got like a little, like an infinity symbol, and then the wings, and then it was like 3 dots to represent her, Nivea, and Tammy. And then they did like mud baths. Tammy did, she went in there with her undergarments on because she was like, I didn't know we was getting in. I don't know why she didn't know they were getting in mud baths, but Eva had her hair in, and they had a good time. They were having a good time. Once that girl left, they had a good time. Um, she says our country is not like your country. Your country, you guys don't even have free health care. Okay, that's true. But at the same time, it's like, and then when she said, Tammy was done with her after she said, I'm only in America because I'm in the entertainment industry. I was like, that's some nasty work. And you can tell by, she looks down on Black Americans. You could tell. You can tell. I was like, ooh, all those microaggressions, girl. That's where you worse than a white woman. It was a lot of microaggressions. I said something told me to rewatch episode 1 of Eat Slay Love, and London was slick, rude, and a bit obnoxious. I missed the whole scene at TNA's dinner party. She was overreacting about not being proposed to. Like, when I tell you she overreacted, that was the weirdest thing. I was like, why are you acting like that about not being proposed to, and saying that she's not good enough and this and that? And I don't know. It was just so much like talking down on herself. And I was just like, girl, that's not cute at all. And then when they were sitting around, she told Eva, you have body dysmorphia, because Eva told Tammy, because Tammy didn't get her luggage. They lost her luggage. It came later. Um, but they were going out, and she was like, oh, you can wear something of mine. And then she was like, girl, and then they were looking at, because Eva's really thin, and then Tammy is very curvy, and she was like, um girl, she has body dysmorphia, like basically saying, why do you think that you can fit, what Tammy can fit some of your clothes? And she was like, well, I said that because I wear my clothes really baggy, like I have a pair of 38 sweats in there. And then, like, Eva looks like she might be a 0. She might be a 1 or 2 or 3 maybe, and she's wearing size 38, 36 sweats. They're huge on her. So she offered them to Tammy, and then old girl said that she had body dysmorphia. And then Eva was sitting there like, whoa. And then later Eva brought it up, and I was so glad Eva didn't let that go, because she let it go in that moment, and I was like, Eva, you're not about to let her just say that to you, are you? But later she brought it up to Eva, and Eva was like, no, I don't have body dysmorphia. She was like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I was like, girl, you doubling down? I was like, girl, this girl is a mess. Too much. Just not the right vibe. And then she ruined the whole little, they were going to do a little street food eating tour. Nivea was excited. I was excited too. They missed all of that because the girl had a breakdown after you were talking slick, and they came and said something back to you, and it was 2 against 1. Now all of a sudden, I don't know, like, why would you say that to me? And like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And then she didn't want to acknowledge that she said the things that she was saying. That's what Tammy was on. Um, it's funny how London didn't want to offend the Vietnamese culture by buying a dress, but was willing to and frequently saying offensive things about American culture. Strange, isn't it? Saying her accent gets the police to come was kind of slick. And Eva said, "Oh, that's why you said I had body dysmorphia." She said, "You do." I was like, "Girl, that's crazy. That was too much." And she was like, "If you say that in the UK, you can come across as ignorant," saying that Sade is British and Nigerian. No, and then Tammy said, "Well, some of the things that you've said, some of my homegirls would have already slapped you in the face." And then because the way that she said it, all of a sudden she was like, "What? Slapped? What? Slapped for what? What did I say? What do you mean what did you say?" I hope she watched this and realized all the things that she said that was completely rude. She was like, "Oh my God, you guys can't even pour tea right." Like it was crazy. I was like, this girl's off the chain. They had a really good experience though. They didn't do the food tour because the girl got mad, and then at one point they were walking and she just walked by them. She didn't say anything. They were like, "Hey girl," and she was like on the phone just like ignoring them. And then later she was like, "I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. It's just not right." And good, you needed to leave. I feel like it wasn't pulling. Okay, and so what else did they do? Um they went to the temple that had a lot of different Buddha statues in there. That part was good. Um, they did the mud baths. Tammy's talking about the incident. Remember when the girl Waka Flocka's new girlfriend came out and said something? Tammy posted something. The girl thought Tammy was talking about her. And then Tammy was like, "I was not talking about you." Remember that all happened? Well, that happened while Tammy was in Vietnam. And it kind of took her out for a portion of the day. I was like, I hope she doesn't let this like mess up her time there. They were only there for, I don't know, 4 days maybe. Um, and they had a lot of things planned. Then they went to that dinner with TNA. And then they had the after what's her name left, it seemed to kind of relax them a little bit more. You know what I mean? Wait, hold on. They ate. They went to a family's home. They went inside a family's home. Tammy was really humbled by that. um the kids were so cute and they fed them food. Morning glory. I was like, I'm gonna go to a Vietnamese. There's a Vietnamese restaurant that I always go to. I want to see if they have that. I don't know if they have that there. I've never seen that. Maybe they call it something else. I looked up online the Vietnamese name for it, so I'm gonna go. When I go, I'm gonna ask, because they were acting like that morning glory was so good. I was like, oh, I want some. I want some now. Let's see, here we are. And let's see. I'm trying to pull it up so I can jog my memory because I didn't take notes. I was really like, I couldn't believe I couldn't believe that that girl was acting like that. It was just really strange. They had a little birthday party for Nivea, which was cute. They had fireworks and everything. That was a cute way to end it. Um, yeah, she left. I think she left at the beginning of the second episode. But they had a good time. Eva was talking about they just really wanted to like connect with themselves. Nivea says she's gonna bring some of the things that she learned. She's gonna bring them back to America. She even sent the girl her dress. Like the dresses came because they had those dresses made. They went to the dress store and she was like, "I think it's kind of weird that these American women are in here trying to, get these garments made, these custom made garments." I didn't think it was appropriation. I thought it was beautiful to have a piece made. You were able to go have a piece made that some kind of traditional cultural garment that they wear, where it's like a long, it's very fitted up here, long dress, but they wear pants underneath. It was cute to me. Very, very cute. Eva's was cute. Did you see Eva? Eva had on hers and she was taking pictures. Her and Tammy were taking pictures. Eva is fucking beautiful. Tammy is beautiful too. Nivea is beautiful. They're all beautiful. But Eva, when she was taking those pictures, I was like, yes, bitch. That's why you won. That's why you won. That's why you won. But yeah, so Eva also said, those girls, your friend, the one who like does emotional eating. Well, I'm your friend who does the opposite. I don't eat. So that thing, that when she made that comment about Eva having body dysmorphia, I just really couldn't get past it. I was just like, even Eva was like, whoa. Like she said it like she's like, oh my god, she has like saying it to Tammy and Nivea. Oh my god, she has body dysmorphia. No, why would you say that? I feel like all of us have like some type of like living in this society, and especially if you look at yourself through the eyes of the male gaze, you're gonna think that something is wrong with your body, right? They're gonna keep promoting that something is, you always have to be better, you always have to be thin, you always have to be this, you always have to be skinny. They're always gonna promote that. And so I think for a lot of us, we do have like, and until we stop, you know, following along with that shit, we do have body image issues. You understand what I'm saying? So they did good. They went to three different places. They went to, I think they were in Ho Chi Minh for the first trip, and then they went to that was for the eat part, and then they went to Nai Bin, I don't know how to pronounce it, for the pray part, and then for the love part, they just had a party and stuff like that. But they did eat, slay, love. I thought it was good. What did you like about it? Let me see, hold on, I want to see what parts I'm missing. Let's see how much time we have. Oh yeah. So what's her name went to a laughing yoga thing the next day. It was, I don't know, she was laughing at the people. She wasn't actually participating in the laughing yoga. This is London. London is just rude. She was rude. She didn't have any type of decorum about her. I was really off put by her when at that dinner, the way she was acting, like she got up from the table. She was like overreacting to not being proposed to, and was like, how have you been proposed to 5 times? I've never been proposed to. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, girl, stop. What is wrong with you? I was like, no. So she did the laughing yoga thing. Um, and Eva was upset because when the girl, Eva and Tammy doesn't do a lot of crying. Eva cries, right? Tammy doesn't do, she don't even want you to see her cry. But after all that mess, Eva was like, I did not come here for this. Like that, to be like babysitting some chick's feelings after she's been fucking rude to everybody with her microaggressions. I don't have time. She didn't say all that. I'm saying that. But Eva was like, I didn't come here for this. I'm going through stuff. I want to figure out who I am, where I am. I have all these different identities and playing these roles. And I come here to get back in touch with me. And this girl, like, I don't know, that shit, I was so glad she left. um they tried to come back from it, like they went to I don't know if they had breakfast, but after she went from the laughing yoga thing, they came to sit down, and she was just like not feeling it. She was just like, this is fake, I can't be fake. Tammy and Eva were trying to get past it and just being like, trying to, being friendly and cordial, but she was like, I can't be fake, I can't be fake. And that's fair. And that's fair. If it's taking you a second to process these things, that's fair. But she also did not, she it was like, I was being attacked. That's what she said. I was being attacked. I was attacked by Eva and Tammy. But rightfully, because you were saying some rude things, and she didn't acknowledge that she said those rude things. She act like Tammy and Eva were just coming at her because of the Sade thing. And it was not about the Sade thing. It was several things that you kept saying that were very rude. And the fact that you live in America and you came to America for the opportunity of being in the entertainment industry, and you were able to execute that and have a Netflix special with produced by Kevin Hart, and then to say to these other women in the entertainment industry, or Tammy by way of Waka Flocka Entertainment, to say these rude things to them about their own culture, like, and then not expect them to defend themselves. Like Nivea was staying out of it. It was Eva and Tammy. So they were like, okay, well, if you want to leave, then you got to go if you want to leave. And she was saying a lot of rude stuff. Um, let's see. Yeah, she left, I think, in the middle of the second episode, I feel like. Nivea, when she saw the Buddha, she was just so overwhelmed. I imagine I would be like that too, very overwhelmed. Um, oh, here's when she was saying the stuff about the rude about oh, it's gonna hold on. Hold on. This is when she said the stuff about Americans can't even pour tea. I was like, girl, like, why are you saying that to an American? Like, that's crazy. Like, you maybe say that to another black British woman. Don't say that to a black American woman. Are you nuts? You are nuts. And that's why you had to leave because, girl, no, absolutely not. I'm going to go to the part where she was telling Eva was trying to be friendly with her. I'm going to go to that part. When it starts playing, I'm going to go to that part. Overall, I thought it was good. It makes me want to go to Vietnam even more now. I want y'all to hear her say the stuff that she was saying. Let's see what else do I have in my notes. I want y'all to hear her. And it was a lot of slick. She was just saying a lot of slick stuff, and it was just uncalled for. It was, and they were trying to get past it because it's not your friend. That is Nivea's friend, and I feel like they're not really friends. Like I don't feel like Tammy and Eva hang out with each other or anything like that. They all live in Atlanta. Okay. Listen. Eternally engraved in my brain. With Eva, deep down, I felt that maybe if we could carry on like this, even if it's fake for a little bit, eventually the fakeness would wear off and we become real friends again. It just feels so forced, guys. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Is the tea as good as it is in England? It's better because the British actually stole tea from Asia. So yeah, England and America do not do tea in the same way. I think things like this remind me of that. Like when I'm in LA and I say I want tea, they either give me cold tea, iced tea, or they'll give me hot water in a cup and then the tea bag here, and that defeats the object of tea. No, it doesn't. No, listen. We just do things in different ways. You got to put the tea bag in first, then the hot water over the tea. Yeah. I am just the opposite of everything in your world. Is it true? So you say the British actually stole the tea from China, and then you go on to be disrespectful to the American. Like why? I didn't understand. I don't understand that. And it's like Evo's sitting there like, bitch. And then the fact that you're looking at a fucking supermodel and speaking to her in a way as if she's not cultured. And then like she was like, every time I ask for tea, they bring it to me cold. Eva said that's iced tea. Girl, what? And even when they bring it to me, they just bring me hot water with a tea bag on the side. Well, that's not that's the that she said that defeats the purpose of the tea. Well, that's why in some places they bring the hot water on the side and you bring you the tea bag and your cup. That's most places that I've been, and I live in an area where you can always just order tea, hot tea, and they'll bring you a tea kettle a hot tea kettle with hot water in it, and in your cup and your tea bag, and then you can pour it whatever way you want. But to suggest like that defeats the purpose. Eva's like, no, that we just do things differently, and to position yourself as if your way is the right way, but then also acknowledging that you stole shit, like the people stole shit, like I don't know. It's weird. It was a weird thing, and you know, she left. She ended up leaving. They went to the rice fields, which was beautiful. I told you I was on a trip, and I had it kept saying, for me it was saying Thailand, 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 and then it was just like a bunch of, I kept seeing rice fields, rice fields, rice fields. So I feel like I need to go to Thailand too. I feel like I need to go to Thailand too. Yeah, it was good. I overall I liked it. Yeah, she decided to leave. Was that the second episode she decided to leave? Um and it really, yeah, she left. She ended up leaving. She was just like, I gotta go. See, and here's what, oh no. But that was it. That was it. That was it. I was going to play the little clip of Tammy and Eva talking about how the girl was not taking accountability for how she participated and the reason why she wants to leave. You made people feel uncomfortable. Why would you tell a woman who was raised in, I feel sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you that you were raised in Baltimore. Like that is, it's just rude. It's not funny. And it's not funny. And she wasn't funny. You a comedian and you not funny? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. You know how to pick them, huh? Shout out to Tiffany Haddish. Is Tiffany Haddish funny? I don't know. Her type of comedy, I can't get jiggy with that type of comedy that she has, her or Kevin Hart. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have. Eat, Slay, Love. Tell me what you thought about it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. There's only 3 episodes, and they're just like, they're not that long of episodes, anyways. So, like 40 minutes or something like that. So go ahead and let me know what you thought of it. Yeah, they're like 49 minutes, 47-minute episodes. Only 3. Cute. It says season 1. I don't think it will be a season 2 unless they're gonna do like a series with Nivea, going to different places and call it Eat, Slay, Love, or create a series of it and get 3, the next season be 3 new women. I think that would be fucking cute, and do another Eat, Slay, Love and go somewhere else, or go to Vietnam. You can still go to Vietnam, or but to give the viewers something else to watch, go to a different country. I think that would be cute if they created a real series out of this. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like the video, and for those who have already liked the video, thank you. Take care of each other. Peace.